Good morning. Today we continue with our series, Seeking the New Poetry. Walt Whitman, Part 4. The World Below the Brine. The world below the brine, forests at the bottom of the sea, the branches and leaves, sea lettuce, vast lichens, strange flowers and seeds, the thick tangle openings and pink turf, different colors, pale gray and green, purple, white, and gold, the play of light through the water, dumb swimmers there among the rocks, coral, gluten, grass, rushes, and the element of the swimmers, sluggish existences grazing there suspended or slowly crawling close to the bottom, the sperm whale at the surface blowing air and spray or disporting with his flukes, the leaden-eyed shark, the walrus, the turtle, the hairy sea leopard, and the stingray. Passions there, wars, pursuits, tribes, sight in those ocean depths, breathing that thick-breathing air, as so many do. The change thence to the sight here, and to the subtle air breathed by beings like us who walk this sphere. The change onward from ours to that of beings who walk other spheres. On the beach at night, alone. On the beach at night, alone, as the old mother sways her to and fro, singing her husky song. As I watch the bright stars shining, I think a thought of the clef of the universes and of the future. A vast similitude interlocks all spheres, grown, ungrown, small, large, suns, moons, planets, all distances of place, however wide, all distances of time, all inanimate forms, all souls, all living bodies, though they be ever so different or in different worlds, all gaseous, watery, vegetable, mineral processes, the fishes, the brutes, all nations, colors, barbarisms, civilizations, languages, all identities that have existed or may exist on this globe or any globe, all lives and deaths, all of the past, present, future, this vast similitude spans them and always has spanned and shall forever span them and compactly hold and enclose them. Songs for all seas, all ships. Today, a rude, brief recitative of ships sailing the seas, each with its special flag or ship signal, of unnamed heroes in the ships, of waves spreading and spreading far as the eye can reach, of dashing spray and the winds piping and blowing, and out of these a chant for the sailors of all nations, fitful like a surge, of sea captains young and old, and the mates, and of all intrepid sailors, of the few, very choice, taciturn, whom fate can never surprise, nor death dismay, picked sparingly without noise by thee, old ocean, chosen by thee, thou sea that pickest and cullest the race in time, and unitest nations, suckled by thee, old husky nurse, embodying thee, indomitable, untamed as thee. Ever the heroes on water or on land, by ones or twos appearing, ever the stock preserved and never lost, though rare, enough for seed preserved. 2. Flaunt out, O sea, your separate flags of nations. Flaunt out, visible as ever, the various ship signals. But do you reserve, especially for yourself and for the soul of man, one flag above all the rest, a spiritual, woven signal for all nations, emblem of man elate above death, token of all brave captains and intrepid sailors and mates, and all that went down doing their duty, reminiscent of them, twined from all intrepid captains, young or old, a pennant universal, subtly waving all time over o'er all brave sailors, all seas, all ships. Patrolling Barnegat. Wild, wild the storm, and the sea high running, steady the roar of the gale, with incessant undertone muttering, shouts of demoniac laughter, fitfully piercing and pealing, waves, air, midnight, their savagest trinity lashing, out in the shadows there, milk-white combs careening, on beachy slush and sand spirits of snow fierce slanting, where through the murk the easterly death wind breasting, through cutting swirl and spray watchful and firm advancing. That in the distance, is that a wreck? Is the red signal flaring? Slush and sand of the beach, tireless till daylight wending, steadily, slowly, through hoarse roar, never remitting, along the midnight edge by those milk-white combs careening. A group of dim, weird forms, struggling, the night confronting, that savage trinity warily watching. After the sea ship, after the sea ship, after the whistling winds, after the white-grey sails taut to their spars and ropes, below a myriad waves, hastening, lifting up their necks, tending in ceaseless flow toward the track of the ship, waves of the ocean bubbling and gurgling, blithely prying, waves, undulating waves, liquid, uneven, emulous waves, toward that whirling current, laughing and buoyant with curves, where the great vessels sailing and tacking displace the surface. Larger and smaller waves in the spread of the ocean yearnfully flowing. The wake of the sea ship after she passes, flashing and frolicsome under the sun. A motley procession with many a fleck of foam and many fragments, following the stately and rapid ship in the wake following.